But who better than me?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet some more bass talks with your boy, Bass the Kid. As always, please like and subscribe, share with a friend, a colleague, a relative, an associate, an enemy, any and all in between. It's appreciated. Now, I was supposed to do a interview online with OPETAIA before his fight with David Nika. It didn't happen. Obviously, the timings weren't great, coming just off of that Christmas period to the start of the new year. I knew he was in town for the Ring Awards. I wasn't sure if he was sticking around. Luckily, I saw him at the last Crescendo press conference. We dapped it up, we spoke. I had a little conversation. Obviously, I managed to put quite a bit of that on camera. And hopefully we can do something a bit more extended a little bit down the line, but always a pleasure to talk to OPETAIA. For me personally, I don't know how other people maybe receive the conversations, and it's funny because even though I kind of know what most of his responses are going to be at this point, there are times when I can actually pull a bit more of reflective or introspective aspects out of him, and it seems like I may be one of the few at the moment that does sort of have that ability, which is, is really it's a privilege to me to be able to have those conversations and to maybe get a bit more outside of the, the generic, as some people may call it. With that being said, we're used to doing pretty long interviews and pretty long chats. This one was a bit shorter than the usual, but I got a lot from it and I hope you guys enjoy watching. So without further ado, check it out and I'll catch you on the flip side. This is Bass the Kid, the hardcore casual, delighted to once again be joined by IBF and Ring Magazine Cruiserweight Champion of the World, OPETAIA. First things first, Jai, how are you after being in the hot, sunny climates of Australia to the cold and dingy London, England?
Oh man, it is what it is, we're here for work, we're here for business, so you got to do what you got to do, isn't it?
I hear that. Look, first things first, let's talk about the fight on Wednesday, the 8th. Huge event, very big turnout. It reminds me of some of the previous cards that I've seen in Australia, especially with the table settings, and it's always a different feel, but you get the MC talks throughout the rounds and everything. How did it feel to be back home on such a big platform for that trans-Tasman area of Australia and New Zealand?
It was awesome, bro. It was awesome to put on a big show down our neck of the woods, really represent, and good to go to the war with a fellow New Zealander. It was Australia and New Zealand have always had that sort of rivalry, you know what I mean? It's good rivalry though, it brings the best out of each other, and I feel like that fight, man, it had that sort of rivalry, and we went to war, we had a good crack, so it was good.
Now, in your last fight with Jack Massey, you went back to boxing. You said, I need to get back to boxing. You're back with your dad and everything was flowing. But it seemed like boxing went out the window from round one. Was that just the emotion of the event, or did you feel like, I know I can take this guy out, let's just put him in deep waters from early and see what happens?
Yes and no. You know what I mean? Like, I knew Massey was a tough bastard, and just punching on with him and just giving him a 50-50. But with Nike, I knew I could hurt him, So once we had a gunfight, it just become that 50-50. We were like, fucking, let's go then. So, but it was good. It happened the way it happened. It was a big build-up, big emotional roller coaster. So it is what it is. We got the win.
Were there any points in that fight prior to the end of the second round, which we'll discuss in a moment, where you thought, oh, okay, this is actually going to be a little bit tougher than I was initially thinking? Or was it just a case of, this is like our spars, like I'm fine with what's going on here?
But honestly, it was like a spar, you know what I mean? Like, when I spar and when I'm a different, but that was like more of a, I actually felt like that going into the fight, like I felt just relaxed, like I was there, and especially because it was at home, like I could walk home from that arena, so that's my neck of, I'm there every day, just going gym home, sparring home, so it just felt like another day in the gym or another day in the office, you know. So it was a weird type of feeling. Like I felt too relaxed at the start, but when I, walked out, we pumped up and we got into it. But yeah, it was good. It was learning. Fuck, let's go.
Look, the end of the second round obviously was his fleeting moment of success within the fight. He catches you with 2 hard punches to the top of the head as you've dipped down trying to avoid another punch. Immediately after, you've actually gone in for the clinch. You've gone and dug a couple other shots in as the bell's going, but everyone can see the smile on your face. And almost at that point, people are like, okay, that smile means that something bad's about to happen here. Like, in that moment, what did you kind of think was what was going on in your mind?
Man, I don't know, but it just pumps you up, you know what I mean? Like, the atmosphere there, the heat of the moment, getting wobbled, and then, fucking, yeah, wow. You know, it was a big occasion, you know, and the way it sort of panned out, and, you know, we had a big brawl, so it was good, it was positive. We got the win, that's all that matters, bro.
The uppercut that put him down the first time, that's what shot like you tried a couple times before. Did you have that sort of routine planned, or was it just instinctive in that moment?
Man, me and my team, bro, we're professionals. We know what we're doing. You know, we work on certain punches a lot that we know that's going to help. So that fight, we worked a lot on our lead hand, our lead hooks, our lead uppercuts. You know, I knew I was going to catch him with that. You know, he's too many openings there, and I knew, and it got power on my lead hook that people underestimate. So, you know, it was a thing that we kept doing on repetition. You know, it's not like we were going in there with a game plan going, throw this right hook. But when we see something, we work on it in the gym. So it just becomes muscle memory, you know, so it paid off.
Look, let's talk about the shot that ended it all. That left hook from hell. There was very little wind up on it. It was just a bit of a twist and a connection. When you actually caught him with the shot beforehand and he was on the ropes, in that moment, did you think, I've got a free shot here? Or again, was it just an instinctive, let me just throw something and see if it lands? How did that moment register in your mind?
It happens pretty quick, you know what I mean? Like in the moment, it happens pretty quick. I seen him on the, I was like trying to hit him, but we got him, bro. You know, we won. I don't know, bro. Fucking try and think back of the fight. You know, it all happened so fast. Even now, you know, like I try and look back. I don't remember. It's in the moment. He's running off adrenaline, muscle memory. You know, it just happens.
He was on the floor for quite a long time. When he was down for as long as he was, even though you was in the corner, you had got the emotion out, like, yeah, I'm done. Did you almost then start to feel, actually, he's still on the floor here, like, what's going on? Or was you not really even thinking about that at the moment?
No, definitely. You know, we're around the boxing world so much, so we always see people get knocked down, you know, so we always assume, they're going to get up, but, you know, everyone's in the heat of the moment, getting up. As I'm taking my gloves off and doing my own thing, I look back, he's still on the ground. I'm like, fuck. And then, you know, we keep going, and I'm like, he's like, in your head, you know, I see it on the ground, I do this, I look back, he's up now. Because that's what happens in the boxing ring. We're around it all the time, you know. But once he started to stay down for quite a while, we sort of got it, you know. I saw everyone in the corner pulling themselves up, like, everyone relax, like, show some respect. But it's part of the sport, man. You know, we live and die by the sword. He knows we don't disrespect him. I always say we don't disrespect, we earn respect. So if it ever looked like we were being disrespectful, but, you know, it's not intentional, it's just heat of the moment, so.
No, after the fight, straight after, for the first time I think I can remember, you specifically called out somebody. You called out Ramirez. You said, I'm coming for those belts. Before, you've always said, I want the WBO, then I'll collect the rest. But this time you've made a point to call the name out. How hopeful are you that that fight can be made and probably can be made next, if possible?
Man, I don't know, but I hope it is. You know, I'm chasing unification fights. Unification fights is all that matters to me. So if I don't get one next, then, you know, I'm fighting people who I have to fight, not who I want to fight. So.
Is there any interest in trying to get Badu Jack in the ring if Zerdo can't be the next one?
Of course, I'm chasing unification fights. Anything else is just a maintaining fight. You know, I have to fight them or have to do this. Other than that, bro, I'm just chasing unifications.
When's the next time you're hoping to be out?
So I'm waiting for the phone call, man.
Would it possibly be back in Australia again, or do you think the next one will likely be like Riyadh again, Riyadh season?
Yeah, Riyadh season, bro, so we're waiting for that.
All right, well, look, Jai, they're about to kick us out, so I appreciate your time as always. I will speak to you again soon, but brilliant, good to catch up with you, and yeah, we'll chat soon.
Thank you, bro, I appreciate it, thanks.
As always, big up to Jai OPETAIA, big up to Mick Francis as well, manager extraordinaire. It's always good to see both of them in the building in the UK. I have said that I'm making a plan at some point to go out to Australia for one of the shows when one of them does happen again. I don't know when, because obviously that's an entire day gone from my life just to do the traveling. But yeah, look, it's like I said, always a privilege, always a pleasure. And Jai is probably one of the few that I would actually class as close and personal within sort of the boxing world. That doesn't mean I'm ever gonna, let that sway my opinion on a fight. You guys know I'm very impartial when it comes to doing the predictions, but just in terms of people, like, I'm willing for him to go all the way, because there's not many people that come with that same heart, hunger, desire, drive, and slight level of crazy that you need to be an elite level boxer. But yeah, look, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave your comments down below, let me know what you thought, and I will catch you on the next video. But until then, peace.